Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk a Lot and rate it 5 stars, even though I've not posted an episode in a very, very long time. So I thought, why not make a little fun video, because I was super bored and I was trying to come up with ideas to make for you guys. So I will say most of them are desserts, except for one of them is a dip, and I'm just gonna start off, why not, with that, since all of them are involving dessert. So the first one is pizza dip. Now you can find any pizza dip recipe you want to make, that's fine, but the one that we found like in I think like a magazine, and we just like cut it out, and oh my freaking gosh, it's so good. Like, it's so good. But I will say, you have to get the correct bread. Now I forgot what kind it is, I don't know, but the one that we normally get is from Publix or like maybe Kroger. Mostly I love Publix bread. Why was that so hard for me to say? Now that type of bread is where it's like a loaf of bread, but you have to get it from the bakery section of bread, like people actually make it, not like the store-bought kind. Not that type. I want the regular, like people make it bread, and it's so good, and it's like all chopped off, and I think there's like flour or something on the like edge of it. I was gonna say I will try to find a picture, but to be honest, I didn't feel like putting a picture in. I'm sorry, I'm too lazy, okay? So, but that's the type of bread that I personally love for that. I've tried just, like the Sunbeam, it's good and all, but it's not like sturdy enough. It like it falls apart easily, so I want something sturdier. Not a baguette for sure. I'm not, maybe, but either way, I just love pizza dip. It's so good. As you can tell, I'm rambling. Next one, oh wait, no, sorry, I have to say something. Normally we make pizza dip for Christmas, but like lately this past year I've been making it a lot more. Like I probably made it at least like maybe like 5 times at least, and it's so freaking good. Okay, so next one is chocolate chip cookies. I love me a good classic chocolate chip cookie. Now the recipe that I use is just literally on the back of the Nestle semi-chocolate sweet chocolate chips. Why was that so hard to say? I don't know why my brain's not working, but I literally just used that recipe, and I love me some good chocolate chips. I want like all of it. Like, I don't care. I want there to be so much chocolate inside the cookie. It's so good. I want some. Next one is, I like chocolate bundt cakes. I have a store, we have the store called Nothing Bundt Cakes, and it's so cute, and like little puns. I love puns, but I love chocolate, their chocolate bundt cakes. I think it's like a double chocolate or something, chocolate chip thing, but it's super good. They also have red velvet, which is good, and it's basically the same thing as chocolate, but just like red. So that's really good. Next one is pumpkin bread slash bars. These are 2 different things. Now we made recently, like, this was our second time making this pumpkin loaf, and it was so good, but I will say you need to add chocolate chips. Personally, the recipe that we found online, it was good and all, but like it needed chocolate chips, like, because it was so dry. I mean, not really dry, it just like had no like oomph into it, and I love me some chocolate. So what I did was just take some chocolate chips, and I literally like smashed up the pumpkin bread loaf, slice, whatever you call it, and I literally kind of make like a salad of it, and I just like put some on it and like mixed it together and heat it up in the microwave, and it was so freaking good. Although it would have been better if it was inside the loaf. I'm just saying. So with the pumpkin bars, my mom makes this like almost every single year, and this year we did not because we made the pumpkin loaf. So, but it's so good. I will say I'm not a cream cheese person. I don't like cream cheese frosting. I don't like I'm not a vanilla frosting person. I like chocolate icing, but I don't like a ton of chocolate icing. I like just enough so that the cake or muffin or whatever isn't so like dry in my mouth, and it's easier to go down my throat, and like it make it a very more enjoyable time of eating it. But that's just me. I've never been that type of person that loves icing a ton. But that is so good. That's like the one time where I'll actually eat cream cheese icing, but I won't like have a ton of it. Like I tend to just like scrape a lot of it off and just keep like the thin layer it already has soaked into the bars, and that's just what I tend to like. Next is Rice Krispies. Now, I'm not talking about like the prepackaged ones. I'm talking about where you make it, like you take some marshmallows and you take the Rice Krispies cereal and you mix it, and it's just so good. I get it. It's like basically the same thing as the actual Rice Krispies treats you get from the store, but they are so much better and so much yummier because they're fresher and warmer. Especially, I will say, when they are warm, they're so much yummier for me to eat. I love it more. It's like less harder in my mouth, and like my mouth doesn't get so much like pain from eating it so much because it's crunchy and hard, but it's still freaking good and delicious. Next one is sorry, my brain. Next one is chocolate peanut butter clusters. This was a new recipe we made last year. It was so freaking good. Literally, the recipe that we got, I forgot where my mom found it, but it's basically we take dry roasted peanuts and another roast, and then I think another set of peanuts or something, and you mix like two different types of chocolate, and then it's so good, and you put it in the crock pot and you melt it, and you just like, oh, it's so good. Like I love peanut butter, but like I'm not like a fan of so much peanut butter, but like it's like a nice sweet and salty mixed up blend, and you're so good. You make so much. I literally like I cannot wait to make it this week. I freaking love chocolate. As you can tell, chocolate is my favorite thing. I don't know why. People say as you get older you might change from like liking milk chocolate to dark chocolate. I don't know, but so far, like as a 20-year-old person, I hate dark chocolate. It's like alright, but like realistically I don't want to like ever eat it, and supposedly it's supposed to be like healthier, sure, whatever, but I love me some milk chocolate, I will say. Next one is peanut butter Hershey Kisses. Now Pillsbury had these like, you know how they have the rolled up like cookie doughs like in a giant roll instead of like a square package. So what we would use it for the peanut butter cookie dough, and sadly like this year, last year, and I think maybe the year before that, they completely stopped making it. I don't know where you can find it, and we could never find it. I think in the year 2020, I believe that was like the last year we ended up getting it because we had to get it through Amazon, and the next year 2021 we tried to get it, but it was like we got it, like the order was confirmed, and then we got a refund because somehow it either went out of stock or something, but I don't know. I've never been able to find it, and the only times I have been able to find it was in the square package where they don't give you enough. Like I want the roll. So what we had to do was literally just like look up a recipe for the peanut butter cookie dough, and I will say it's good, homemade, but it's so hard to make, meaning like it's just like it takes a lot of time, and that recipe was like one of the quickest recipes I've ever made because it literally took you about like 10-11 minutes to cook in the oven, and you just pop the Hershey Kisses on top of it like in the little, and you put the cookie dough and like these little miniature cupcake liners, and they're so good and delicious. Again, it's so I love me some chocolate and peanut butter, but it's like a nice mix of sweet and saltiness. Even though there really isn't any like peanuts in it, but I will say it's so freaking good. Next recipe is cookie cake. I would always love cookie cake for my birthday, and then one year I stopped, and then I think like 2 years ago I ended up getting a cookie cake for my birthday because I miss it. We got it at Publix. Sorry, that was my trigger. But I will say I've never like made a real cookie cake in my entire life, like a full-on recipe. What I made for cookie cake was literally take the cookie recipe from the bag of chocolate chips, and I just put it like in a container and made it like a cookie cake because it's like cookies and you just stick it there. So I've never really fully made it into an actual cake before, but I will say it's pretty dang good. And the last one that I have right now is the Nobu Salted Caramel Mocha Sundae. Oh my gosh, it's like 16 bucks plus tax and stuff, but it's so freaking good. My birthday for this year, we went to Nobu. I've always wanted to go to Nobu, and they recently opened up the Nobu Atlanta Hotel with a restaurant inside, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, I believe I made a video about my Nobu experience. I don't know, I kind of forgot. I have to go check, but anyways, it was so good. I loved me some mocha. I'm not a fan of caramel, to be honest, but it was like just a right amount of caramel. It wasn't too overpowering. It very much complemented the dessert. I will say I don't know a lot of words to describe desserts and foods, but I will say it was so good. I wanted more of it. The food there at Nobu was the best. I want more so bad. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.